Hi everyone, and on this video we're going to be talking about miking your accordion for a live setting, so stick around. Hi everyone, this is Aaron Salinas from Alamo Music. Visit us online at alamomusic.com, and on today's video we're going to be talking about miking your accordion in particularly a live setting. So I have a lot of students who they get to a point where they're like, they want to perform on stage, they're joining bands, and there's always a little bit of a confusion for the sound engineer if they've never, mic'd an accordion before. It's not your typical instrument. Some people one time asked me if I had to plug it in to play it. No, it's not an electric instrument. No, you don't plug in an accordion. It's like a guitar. It's an acoustic instrument. So with that, there's a couple things to take note of before we start really miking it. Is on the accordion, where does the sound come from? Well, the sound comes from really air passing through the reed blocks on either side of the accordion. If it's on the right hand side, your treble side is going to be passing through the reed blocks right here, which is sitting right underneath the grill. If you're playing the left hand side, it's passing through the reed blocks on the left hand side, which the air comes out from here. So if you have an accordion in your left hand side, you will notice there are some holes right underneath, or the bottom I would say, of the accordion, and this is where most of the sound will really come out from for the bass side. And well, we figured out where the sound is coming from. Well, how do we really mic this thing? Well, here with me I have an SM57, a Shure SM57, to help demonstrate that. So you have really, for those who are new to microphones in general, you really have a point on your microphone, whether it's a 57 or something similar, where this microphone will point and like the most direct route to the source. So what you're going to want to do is really aim this right where the sound's coming from on the bellows. I'm sorry, on the grill. So here you have a couple different options as well. You may want to mic it a little bit closer. You may want to mic it a little bit further away. It really comes down to your particular setting, your live setting. I myself play in a big band. At times there's about 16 to 20 of us. So it's a really loud stage. It's a really loud, really just environment being on stage, and especially my band, there's horns, there's a lot of percussion, there's a lot going on. So one thing to keep in mind is the further away that you have a mic, the more of the room it'll pick up. So what you're going to want to do is find that sweet spot where it's close enough to where you're not getting a lot of bleed or a lot of sound bleed from your other instruments on stage. But at the same time too, you don't want it so close to where it's not picking up the full range of the sound coming from the instrument. Because on the accordion, sound doesn't come from the middle. It comes from the entire, really this whole entire side. You have reeds right here, you have reeds right here, you have reeds right here, you have reeds right here. So what you want to do is really aim for that sweet spot that it picks up everything. The same goes for your left hand side. For the left hand side, you're going to want to aim your microphone somewhere right underneath, like behind it, to where it's really picking up that bass, those bass notes. You can get away with it maybe angled out a little bit more. So if I were to show this maybe from this angle, you can aim it straight up, or you can bring it out a little bit. So it would really be like this. So aimed out a little bit more. That way you still have room to really go in and out with your bellows and not have to worry about hitting a mic. But somewhere right around here is a good spot when you're recording the bass side of the accordion. Or I'm sorry, when you're miking the left side of the accordion. So what we're going to do is go do a couple demos, see what this sounds like recording both the right and the left hand side with the mic. For those sound engineers who maybe have some extra mics on stage, maybe it's not a huge band or you're not fighting for mixer inputs, you could also mic up your accordion in stereo, and you'll pick up a nice, full stereo range to, use for your mixing in the live setting. Same thing if you're a sound engineer and you are possibly playing with like a Polish or German polka band, maybe a vallenato band, or maybe not playing, maybe you're just running their sound. You could mic up both sides. So you have different options there. One thing is to keep in mind as well is if you are running sound for a accordionist who does use both sides, you're gonna have to use two mics. There really is no way around it. Because once again, your mic is aiming at a particular point on the instrument that this, for example, this configuration is not going to pick up the notes or the sounds that come out on this side, vice versa. So now that we covered all of those things, let's jump into some sound demos and see what it really sounds like to mic up both sides of these accordions with our trusty 57 here. All right, so there you have it. So, we heard what it sounds like, to mic both the right and left-hand sides. Just a quick note, and just want to say this really quick, but SM57, this is going to be your best friend when it comes to miking an accordion in a live setting. I've tried a lot of different mics in my time as an accordionist on stage, also, a more semi-amateur sound engineer. In my own regard, but out of all the mics I've tried and used, nothing beats out 57. It is a fantastic mic. It's been an industry standard for decades, and it's not going to change anytime soon. If I was stranded on an island, I could only take one item with me. I'd take my 57. So if you are looking for something for a live setting, 57 is the way to go. So with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Just wanted to give a slight introduction, just a little bit of information on, how it is to mic this instrument, because let's face it, not everyone is familiar with an accordion, let alone how to, mic it or to do the sound engineering for it. So with that, I really encourage y'all, please, like, subscribe, leave us a comment below, let us know what it is you want to see, what it is you think about, miking techniques on the accordion. I will say that there is a third option that we did not cover today, other than miking both sides. The other option is that some people will actually install a 1/4 inch plug here, and you just plug it in kind of like a guitar. That's not so common. Maybe in the future we'll do a video with the sound demo if we have an accordion with that configuration. But end of the day, this is probably the best route to go when it comes to miking your accordion in a live setting. So one more time, please like, subscribe, let us know, how it is that you mic your accordion. Maybe 57 isn't the best, but I'm just going to stick with it. 57 is the best in my opinion. And with that, we'll see you next time. So one more time, I'm Aaron Salinas here at Alamo Music. You can visit us online at alamomusic.com, and we will see you next time.